But Rob, why aren't we getting better at predicting where these things might happen?
It's a real challenge, Jackie. We're seeing terrorists go after more and more soft targets, which are basically targets that are easier to attack versus hard targets like, say, the White House or the U.S. Capitol, where security is a lot stronger. We just saw this in Manchester, the bomber choosing an area outside the arena where there wasn't a lot of security. But terrorists have been evolving and adjusting for decades. In the 1970s, it was all about seizing embassies. 1979, the U.S. Embassy in Tehran was taken over, and hostages were held famously for 444 days. So the U.S. started tightening security, which over time made embassies harder to attack. So terrorists started turning to softer targets. The airlines were the same way. We saw hijackings in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, all the way really until 9/11, when security was finally tightened on planes, at airports, and cockpit doors were reinforced. So terrorists adapted, and we saw the very first shoe bombs. So we started making everyone take their shoes off at security, but they adapted again using liquid explosives. So we then limited the amount of liquid you can bring through security to what it is now at 3 ounces. They adapted yet again, and recently we saw the first underwear bomb with no metal so it wouldn't set off metal detectors. Time and again, they do something, we react. They do something else, we react to that. We always seem a step behind, but not every attacker has the resources to go after hard targets. Think about lone wolves like the Boston Marathon bombers. As a result, we're seeing the softest targets ever being hit. Places like restaurants, hotels, hotel lobbies, sporting events, and yes, as we just saw, concerts as well. Now, guys, it's really tough. As long as there's groups or individuals that want to hurt people, there's always going to be a target out there that they can find to hit. It's really impossible for us to protect everything. So the question remains, what do we do?